Hey there, my name's Paul, and this is Out of Neutral, a weekly tune-up where we look to the Bible to get in gear and follow Jesus into the life he came to make possible. Today I want to talk about how important conversations can go sideways. When we find ourselves in conversations about issues that are important to us, it's easy to lose out to our worst tendencies. A conversation with your teen can degrade into sarcasm. A talk with a coworker can turn into a battle. An exchange with your spouse can end up with door slamming. The book, Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High, has helped me to recognize some of the things that can make my important conversations go sideways and reflect on what to do instead. The book talks about 3 common pitfalls. The first is winning. We've all heard people in a debate and wondered how they manage to keep talking past one another. They only listen enough to find something they can correct in the other person. Because they're both so focused on winning, there's never a compromise or resolution. Related to winning is the attempt to conversationally punish the other person. We start off trying to address a problem area, but before there's any hope of the person recognizing the issue and seeing it differently, we resort to shaming and criticism. At that point, the person's defenses go up, and any hope of growth or change is lost. Finally, there's keeping the peace. The moment conversations veer into more potentially volatile topics, some people clam up. We decide to protect ourselves from conflict and retreat, rather than get at the issues that might keep us from growth. In these high-stakes conversations, the authors stress the need to ask, what is it that you really want? When we're objective, we recognize that neither winning, punishing, nor keeping the peace are the outcomes that we seek from the exchange. As a Christian, I can ask, what would Jesus want from this conversation? What's the goal? And if that's the goal, what should I say and how should I say it? I remember meeting with a pastor to whom our organization had provided some personnel support. After all the work we had done to set up the partnership, the pastor had ended it prematurely in my mind. I felt defensive about the conversation. I felt protective of our organization and the person who had been let go. I'd already decided the pastor must have acted rashly and critically. With the principles of crucial conversations in mind, I was rebuked by Proverbs 18:2. A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion. I decided I needed to listen and better understand where the pastor was coming from. I asked him, what can our organization learn from your experience with this person? Not surprisingly, he had plenty to share. As he did, I wanted to correct him and show him where he was wrong. I tried to learn instead. As I did, I realized what I wanted and what I think Jesus wanted from the conversation was for both of us to hear each other well enough to learn from the experience and prevent it from happening again. As we talked at length, I was able to better understand his perspective, share my own, and brainstorm together about what we could do to achieve a more satisfying partnership in the future. I wish all of my conversations would end so happily. I still feel the instinct to win, to punish, and to keep the peace. But trying to clarify the goal and learn from the other person often helps me to steer conversations in more productive directions. Have you found anything that helps you direct when you're tempted to win or punish the person? Anything that helps you lean into dialogue when you'd otherwise go quiet to try and keep the peace? Share your story in the comments so we can all learn from it. That's all for this time. Today's video has helped you get out of neutral. Leave a comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to join us on the journey.